You are trading your life for money, and I have to tell you, the exchange rate is a blatant lie. With 42 years working as a private nurse for America's elite, not 47 as some sources claim, I have witnessed more than 80 people die in profound loneliness. They were not merely sad. They were utterly miserable, even inside magnificent mansions where money proved powerless to comfort them. Don't misunderstand me. Money matters. I lived through the soul-crushing poverty of the Great Depression, so I know money solves basic fears. However, I also learned there is a threshold beyond which money begins to cause harm. Not because money is evil, but because what you sacrifice to earn it is irreplaceable, while what it buys becomes worthless at the moment of death. We obsess over optimizing what can be measured, bank balances, assets, while quietly letting presents with loved ones slip away. Don't wait until you realize this when it's already too late. Over more than 4 decades of caring for patients, I observed a harsh pattern that science later confirmed. Research from Princeton shows that once you reach an annual income of about $75,000, enough to live comfortably and feel secure, your happiness plateaus. Beyond that point, each additional dollar does not buy even a single extra gram of joy. So why do we keep chasing it relentlessly? Because money is measurable. We can see it grow, compare it, and turn it into a target. Happiness and relationships, on the other hand, are painfully difficult to quantify. There are no promotions or gold stars for being a good father or for calling your mother regularly. We optimize what can be counted and unknowingly let what truly matters, what cannot be measured, slip through our fingers. When I look at you, I see Leo all over again. You deceive yourselves with sweet promises. I'll be happy after the promotion. I'll travel when the kids are older. Or I'll forgive them when they apologize. Let me tell you a brutal truth. There is no such thing as later. The only reality you truly own is now. If you are trading a precious present for an uncertain future, you are making the worst bet in the history of gambling. The future is an illusion, a hollow promise you never actually possess. Don't devalue the present to chase distant shadows, because when you realize you've lost, there will be no remaining capital of time to start over. Your generation is obsessed with accumulation. You buy things you don't need with money you don't have just to impress people you don't even like. At 96, I live in a small room with a bed and a photograph of my late wife. All former luxuries have become meaningless. I tell you this with the clarity of my final days. All that stuff is just junk. I've attended countless funerals, yet I've never seen a moving truck following a hearse. When you die, strangers will be hired to throw 90% of your valuable possessions into the trash. Don't work 60 hours a week, miss your children's childhood, just to pay for a shiny car that spends most of its life stuck in traffic. In 1984, I received the State Entrepreneur of the Year award. I stood on stage, bathed in applause, feeling like a god. But when I returned home with that lifeless glass trophy, I realized those cheering people only cared about what I could do for them. A career is not a legacy, it is a transaction. You sell irreplaceable hours of your life to build castle for others. If you collapse today, your position will be posted online before your obituary is printed. Your career will not love you or hold your hand when the lights go out. don't worship work while neglecting those who truly love you. That mistake cannot be undone. If money is artificial and possessions are trash, what truly remains? The only things you ever really own are what you give away: love, time, and genuine connection. Sitting in this chair, I do not reminisce about million-dollar deals or dramatic mergers. My mind is filled with Sunday mornings beside my wife, my daughter's laughter at age 3, and the moment I helped a stranger push a car through the snow. That is the only true wealth you can carry beyond the cliff. Don't confuse accumulating assets with enriching your soul, because in the end, your treasure lies in the hearts you touched, not the numbers in your account. The first strategy to truly live is to kill your ego. You're terrified of looking foolish, and that fear prevents you from taking risks, starting a business, or expressing love. Let me set you free. No one is actually watching or judging you. They are far too busy worrying about themselves. You are the main character only in the movie playing inside your head. To the outside world, you are background noise. Don't let fear of judgment paralyze you for another second. Those judgments will rot in the ground alongside the people who made them. Be brave. Live for yourself before your time runs out completely. The second strategy is to practice the Stoic concept of the last time. Whenever you do anything, remind yourself that one day you will do it for the final time. One day you will lift your child, kiss your partner, or drink a cup of coffee for the last time. You never know when that day will be. It might be 10 years from now, or it might be today. With that awareness, you stop taking moments for granted. You taste the coffee more deeply and hold your loved ones a little longer. Turn ordinary actions into sacred moments, because they may be your final signature. The third piece of advice is to wake up now. I am 96, my body aches, and my eyes are dim. But you hold the golden ticket I would give anything to have: youth and health. Yet you waste these priceless gifts scrolling on your phone, numbing yourself in artificial realities. Stop. Step outside. Feel the wind on your skin and look at the vast sky. Call your mother, and most importantly, forgive your enemies, not for them, but for yourself. You don't have enough time left to carry the weight of hatred in your soul. In closing, the lesson from a man near the end of his journey is this: don't just exist, truly live. Death is the only guarantee, yet the tragedy is that most people choose comfortable numbness and postponed happiness. Don't be like Leo. Don't wait for a 5-year plan to start valuing life. Remember this deeply. The only real asset you own is the love you give away. The clock of life is counting down. Can you hear the ticking? That is the sound of life fading. Don't let it run out in emptiness. Eat good food. Buy the plane ticket. Be the first to say, I love you. I've done my part. I'm tired now. Now go. Live.